one another. We got to learn to be more kind. Erase the envy, hate, and bad mind. And stop acting as if you're blind. So if you have a heart full of love, that's what you want.
No, I don't have mute on. I think it was working. I'll check. No, no, it's working. I have sound on my side. No, it's working. I have sound on my side. And start care. Start care. For sure. And then a heart for your sister. Start loving each other. Hold on, I shall have the volume now. Kelowna? Okay, she's on the other couch. Perfect. We're good. Boom! I'm back. Live and direct, tubing in that moment when suddenly things click into place. I think that's what I marked, click into place. Yeah. That moment's gonna happen. It happened, and that moment I was talking about that with Ras Midaus yesterday. Great, had a great first connection with Ras Midaus. We're gonna have a great interview. The man is very aware, level of awareness beyond what I was expecting. Like, not that I expect someone not conscious and anything, but sometimes, like I told him, is the question we ask ourselves that's going to give you like the truth. We all say seek. They all say that seek the truth, and the truth will set you free. And look at me, for sure. But it's the truth within. It's the truth within you. It's not like we were talking together, and I was very happy. I was energized after that talk. You know, when you talk to someone conscious, someone aware, someone present, someone with a level of awareness beyond the TV and the National Geographic and Pepsi and hot dogs, you get an energy like it's terrible. How energized I felt yesterday after we talked together. Like, we talked for about half an hour together, and I was very energized. It's refreshing. It's just like him. He said the same thing, and it's gonna be an awesome. I told him. I said, you know, every time I meet a reggae artist, some are aware. Like, the truth varies with their level of awareness. So for sure, some are maybe like. Because if you're stuck in belief, like he was telling me, he said, belief are very limiting. If you're stuck in there, he said, we must know and stop believing. And anyway, we talked a lot like this together, so it's going to be a massive interview for sure. The Labrador was chosen #1 dog today, German Shepherd #2. What breed is Kelowna? Kelowna, yeah, she just bite me gently. I let her... she loves to eat my whole hand. Like, as long as she has my whole hand in her mouth, she's happy. So I let her. She's not. It's not too. She's very. Look, she's very calm and submissive kind of dog. She's always like very calm and normally, but she has those moments where she's a bit more hyper and she starts jumping around. Like a kangaroo, really like a kangaroo. You should see her in the snow. We brought her a few times in the big field where there's lots of snow and everything, and you should see her run in the snow like she's a snow dog. But she's a part Labrador. I think it's Labrador. The mama is Labrador and German Shepherd, and the papa is a King Corso. Pure King Corso, apparently, and big and massive, like a big Papa King Corso. Like, you know, those. Check those dogs, what they look like when they're a pure race. How do you say pure race? Pure, like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense when they're full King Corso. They're pretty big dogs. Yeah, so she's gonna be a beefer, but she's good. She's very good. Yeah. Yeah, she's a good breed. Yeah, she's so cute. Soon she'll be walking you. Yeah, but we go outside, and it's a good thing since I have her because I go out to walk a lot more, and it's good for my knee. No? Like I have to move, I can stay mobile. So the dog is making me go take walks and that, and I like it. Like I'm gonna buy her a backpack. I spotted a backpack on Amazon, and it's written "service dog" on it. Like I'll give her a job. I'm gonna give her a job. I'm gonna buy her a backpack with she's gonna carry my stuff, my GoPro and my stuff in there, and we'll go by walk this summer to the chilling spot. Like we'll take our time, and I have a few places I take breaks because sometimes I have to stop. So yeah, so that's gonna be great. She's gonna be a service dog, service dog on a mission. So yeah, so I have plans for her. And it's good for them. They feel like they're doing something. They're on a job. And I'm gonna get her a halty today because she's pulling a bit. And I don't like to strangle her. To hear her fucking choke. I'm not very for that. So I said to Kim, I said, go get me a halty so I can. So we're adapting the gear, as she grows, and yeah, that's great. So no, man, it's good animals because that's it. Sometimes we all know that we have to go out more, and I'm not talking going to Walmart. I'm talking going in nature. We all have to go out more and explore and just breathe the fresh air and say hi to people. And I love to take walks also because I meet a lot of people, and I sometimes I have great conversation. Sometimes it's just a bonjour, ça va bien, and sometimes it ends up in a conversation. So I like it. When that's how we. Anyway, me, I'm very open, and I don't walk with my head down. I walk with my head up, and I say hi and this. So it's good vibe too. But yeah, that moment when suddenly things click into place. Suddenly, it's gonna happen suddenly. That not only that's what I was talking with Rasmidaus before I go on with the dog. I was talking with my chat with Rasmidaus yesterday, and there's gonna be that moment where suddenly, you can call that an awakening, but I think it's just a moment when suddenly things click into place. Everything fits. Everything like the moment I was searching stuff on YouTube and books and stuff and Bibles and the Quran and all kinds of stuff to find some kind of clue, but I realized there was no clue. It was all here and now. That's what I've realized the most is that we shouldn't seek for clues, and it's all right here right now, and the truth is what it is. It's not complicated. But there is going to be that moment where suddenly it clicks and everything becomes clear, and the confusion start to clear from your mind, and you become like free is free your mind. Like what's the best freedom you can have in a lifetime? Anyway, I can be free really physically. There's the Atlantic Ocean before I reach France or whatever countries on the other side. So there is natural borders. So I can be free. I can free my mind and fly like a bird. But if you have broken wings, start to put them back together and learn back how to fly again. This is all that we need is learn how to fly again. And once you start flying, you're free. You're free. That's what it is to free your mind and it's to think for yourself and not be in fear and be able to share with others, to connect, to care, to like this should be normal in all of us. But because of programming and society that is completely fucked up and going astray. Like I was saying to him, and also he had we talked about the sun and all that. I was telling him, I said that's what we should be. Should be like the sun, showing up every day and shine and stay on our path. He said, stay on our path. But I said, yeah, the sun moves. He said, you really think that? I said, yeah, for sure. It's evident. Just open your eyes and you're going to realize that the earth don't move and the sun moves, but everything is inverted here. So and also we, not only that, it's so evident. That's the one thing I tell people all the time as some kind of clue, if you want to, about reality, is look at the sun. Look at the sun. Tell me it doesn't move in the sky. Give me a freaking break. Come on. If you can't see the movement of the sun, you're completely blind or numb, or I don't know what it is, but the sun is the best reference, and it's the light. So, it's the light of the world for sure. No one sees the light, and they don't even notice that it's moving. Like, we don't, like, I've never really, I don't know, you put yourself into that kind of reality, the whole thing about the global thing, and then you make this your reality, and you don't question things. I don't know. It's just so evident today to just look at things and see it for what it is. But I don't know. We don't want to see things for what they are. So we're stuck in that kind of illusion situation that only us can break free from that. Only you, only me. It's a personal job. You have to break free from it. I have to break free, liberate myself from all self oppression, negative vibration, and hate, and all this has to go to bring back the kindness. Kindness is one of the most powerful thing with love. Kindness is but if we use the power of love, how many songs have been written. Yesterday I was listening to I got on this on Spotify. Suddenly there's a song that started playing, or I seen that on Facebook somewhere, The Power of Love, the song from Celine Dion. Celine Dion sang it, but it's Jennifer Rush, I think, that sang it first in the 80s. And The Power of Love, massive song. It gives me a goosebump all the time. And I like the version with Celine Dion. She has a powerful voice, no matter what she is or what her husband was, or it's a voice on Celine is amazing. And today, when I was younger, we were all like, we here in Quebec, people are not so much like, they like Celine Dion, but I think she's more popular in USA and all that, around across the earth, across the earth. And but she has a beautiful voice. I give her that. It's something to hear. So yeah, it was the power of love is very, very powerful. The power of kind words, of kindness, of that can change the world. Only that can change the world. Kindness, love. What's so hard? But no, we prefer the illusion. So then with the illusion comes all the negative vibration, and then you get stuck in that kind of overlay unless you liberate yourself and free. Bob had what was the quote of Bob? Free your mind from mental slavery. Only you can free. Only us can free our mind. That's it. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. That's what it is. It's a mental game. And once you know it, once you become aware, and no one can stop you from becoming aware. This is the thing. But it's up to you. It's up to me. It's up to all of us to expand our awareness, first of all, of probably where we are, but even there, it's just like, I'm not so much interested to know exactly where. To me, it's a shapeless realm. I have defined it in my. I have defined a non-definition for me, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, it's important to know that what you're told is not true. Like, what lies are supposed, like, it's a good vibration. No, not so much. I prefer truth. It's a much better vibration, and especially when you're truthful with people. And we don't want to be hypocrites and and liars and scammers, and that's no good. That's not a very good vibe. Not a fan of not a fan of Celine at all. Too high pitch for moi. Too high. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm just saying that I'm not a fan of Celine Dion, but I heard the song yesterday. Yeah, it's just, it is what it is. My mother used to like her a lot. She's a good, yeah. Pure spring day here too, huh? Yeah. I love that spell, spring smell. It's amazing, and everybody's mood changes. Like, people become more joyful in spring. Like, we had enough of the winter. Here it was very cold. Here, you too, Newfoundland. So it's been a long and cold winter, especially December and January, regularly under -20, so freezing big time. So it's good. It's good to see spring come back and everybody puts like everybody seems more happy, more vibrant, more, and that have effect on us for sure. So, but as much I like the winter also because it's more. It's a time for, and especially here in Canada, it gets very cold. So you know you can do things at -40, but usually you don't make a bonfire outside at -40, or it's kind of hard to go on top of a hill and sit and chill. So you're more limited in the winter. You get dressed, but I mean, in the summer, it's so much like, and the days are longer also. Like there's more daylight. Just that is more energy. So there's more energy in the summer for sure, and that's why everything grows in the summer. The energy is there, and we bring out more energy too. So it's all good. Yeah, yeah, I love the vibe. Due to pain and family battles, but when I'm ready, I move the mountain by faith. And when the peace train pulls out the station, on she goes. That's it. That's it. There's gonna be that moment, yeah, that moment I was talking about, eh? Yeah, yeah. That moment when, yeah, that's what I was saying at the beginning. I said you can consider that as an awakening moment, or it's just a moment where it click, where the confusion clear. It's not so much like I haven't like because I don't like to say waking up because I'm waking up every day that I get out my bed. So that's for me waking up when I get out my sleeping state. When I sleep and I get up, oh, then I'm awake. But I think it's just a moment where it click, where the confusion's clear, and you become more with less fear, more natural vibes. All I have cleared inside of me to allow me to do this was mainly the fear of what people think of me. That's the main one. Once you let go of this, you're free like a bird. You're free. That's the mental prison. The hardest prison to escape is your mind. And once you free this, you fly like a bird, fly like an eagle. I'm telling you, it's like an experience I've never had in my life like this. Like to have that sensation of freedom, because you have to feel it. You have to feel it, and once you feel that, it's very powerful. It's gonna transport you. It's gonna carry you. It's gonna like no, it's powerful. I love I love the vibe. I love the vibe of raising my vibration. Becoming just staying also very conscious of of what I eat and stuff. Like I seen something this morning. My sister-in-law comes to pick up my wife, and her daughter's in the car, and she's eating. I'm like, that's fucking horror vision almost. For me, it's like super horror. It's like, you know how bacon is bad, là? Bacon, we know how bacon is bad for us. Là. Come on, manger du cochon. Là. Tu manges du cochon, tu vas avoir l'air d'un cochon. You'll look like a pig. Eat like a pig, you'll look like a pig. C'est ça qui va arriver. So, cochon bacon is very bad also for you. Lots of, boo. And the little one, my niece is eating a sandwich. It's freaking processed melt nonsense cheese, yellow cheese with the bacon and white bread. Like I'm like that's the start of your day, Peanut. He said you start your day with that. I'm like, no. She said you want some. I said no, thanks. I don't eat that kind of stuff. No way, bacon. No way. But people are so unconscious. So the parents are so unconscious. It's the parents because the children doesn't make the choice to eat that. It's the parents that feed it. It's us, where and if you're unconscious and not aware, but you're gonna make your children the same way. They're gonna follow your footstep probably into the same unconsciousness and unawareness until they wake up themselves. Yeah, Fly Like an Eagle is my revolution mantra song. Great true. Yeah. Fly like an eagle. But yeah, if we that's what we must do. We must stop trying to look for a place to hide. We're all on hiding, and that's what pigeons do. And they flock together and they hide during the rain, and some stay under the rain. I've seen pigeons staying under the rain, but most birds look for shelter when it rains heavy, like a storm. I'm talking a storm, like not just a little rainfall, a storm. The birds go on in their hiding places. That's it. It's a storm. It's a hiring storm. It's the Babylon storm, and everyone is all in their hiding places, not talking too much. Birds don't quack when it rains. I hear birds quacking when it's nice and sunny and the light is there and everything. So that's what we should do. There is light. We should quack. Let you raise your voice. Anyway, it's so, and all this is so evident. It's so evident. It's not something, but I don't know. Most people don't see it. And it's not my responsibility to make them see it, but we must soar through the storm. That's it. We're in the Babylon storm. It's up to us to start. First of all, if you have broken wings, I heard another song yesterday. That was it. Broken Wings by fuck. I was in the Hades playlist yesterday. The music from my time. Yeah, the Hades. Anyway, I think the best music was in the 80s. It's really there was some great band, and yeah. I always been a lover of music, whether it's mainstream or I don't. Now that I'm a bit more aware and seeking outside of distraction, I don't default all the time to like that kind of stuff. But yeah, my goal is really to fly high. Fly high and take. The how do you gain altitude? It's with a different attitude. That's all we need is a different attitude with life. Have a great attitude. That means being grateful, giving thanks for life. That's all. I know it can, and I know and the way to live is not to be separated from others. It's not to live just for myself. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot live like this. I just cannot. So I have to do something to live for others, to find something that I can give me that sense that I helping, that I'm caring. I want to feel good with life. So I don't want to be stop hiding and stuff. Enough the hiding. I've been hiding for 40 years, roaming in their nonsense. Been transformed into a zombies for a couple of years, and then I came back to life, resurrected. I came back from the dead. Here I am. Boom! Alive and direct from the dead. Yeah, and I don't intend to go back dead. I can't anyway. I can't. It's done. Once you stretch it, once you expand, once you can go back. It's impossible. Once a mind is awake and aware, and unless you deliberately sabotage yourself to stay in low vibration, even there, your mind still know. You still know. It's like a programming that you undo suddenly, and you can undo that programming. So, and it's just to be yourself. It's just to be yourself. Boom! Cappy! The soap lady. The soap lady. I'm going to send you something via PayPal very, very soon. I'm doing, just I have many things in process. Some stuff I had to take care about Poochie and all that. So, you make me call her Poochie now. Yeah, but that's it. It's just a good vibe. Just a good vibe. Keep a good vibe in your heart and start flying. Repair your wings. You pray. Me, that's what I'm doing here. It's healing. The healing we must do. It's to repair our wings. Our wings has been broken. The wheel's broken. The wings are broken. We're like going like this with like just existing, just walking. No. Like come back to life. Modify your posture, first of all. Modify your posture. Spread your friggin' wings and start flying. But you need to repair them first. You need to heal. You need to heal. And that's the healing is repairing our wings. And once you repair your wings and you start flying, then it takes time. Doesn't take like a second for even for a plane to get up to his altitude and cruise. But even the birds, you experience turbulence on the way up. So you're gonna experience that turbulence is the confusion. But that's you're gonna start feeling that confusion once you start flying. Because if you don't fly, you stay with your broken wings and you don't know nothing about life. You don't know you don't know you're confused. You don't know. You don't know you're in a trance. You're under programming. You don't know you're confused. Even that, I didn't know. But when I started repairing my wings and started to fly, then I took some kind of altitude, and then what the fuck is this? Like then I noticed my confusion, and then I started to go higher, higher. I said I can't stay confused like that. I have to go higher, 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 and then I reach a certain altitude where I was completely free. The confusion cleared. Everything was boom, boom, boom. And that's how it happened. And that happened not too long ago. It's those live reasoning I do here helps me a lot. And yeah, your advice and guidance helps me navigate this. I'm very glad and happy that it can be useful for some of you to reason like this. Like some of us wants to use the power of our minds and this and wants to reach personal mastery during a lifetime. My goal is not to sit in front of a box. So I want to reach personal mastery. I want to aspire to inspire before I expire. So if I inspire you in some ways, in whatever ways, I'm very, very happy. Yeah, it brings joy to my heart for sure. It brings but it's not something I take personal. I don't take it personal. I appreciate love all your comments, but it's a duty. It's something I have to do. It's a duty for me to do. So I don't do it necessarily. That's it for like it's a duty to shine. It's a duty to shine. So what? I'm gonna avoid my duty? I know what the duty is, so I have to shine. So, but I'm very, very happy that you are that supportive and showing that much kindness to me because I come back here live day after day, and sometimes I talk about stuff that can be sensitive a bit if your senses are in tune. It can be sensitive, so we get together, we reason. Like you're very kind with me, and that I appreciate of it. And that's it. But if you're kind with me, you're kind with you. So you know that. So we don't come here to for an ego trip. We come here to elevate, to stay more me. That's to stay up and in and reason. And I read and a lot, and then I come and talk to you. And all this is a process to redo the blueprint. That's all it is. I'm not here to impress. I want to impress myself. That's who I want to impress. Yeah. That's what I'm on a mission to make myself proud. Yeah. And I want that for sure. Because proud, and again, it's not false pride. I'm not talking about false pride or fake pride. It's take pride in what you do. That's going to push you to do more. And I always said, I am my own biggest fan. I am my own and that's what I need. I need myself. I need myself to kick myself. It's me. I have to push myself to take action. Everything. It's all on me. It's you versus you. It's not you versus the world. The world, 99% of the stuff outside of you do not matter. It's you versus you. That's why I don't worry about people talking, blah, 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 people. Forget all this. It's you versus you. Look at yourself in the mirror. Tell me you can live by your highest values, your highest standards each and every day. Try to do this. That's looking at yourself in the mirror, standing by your values and living by them. That's important. And if you can do that, you're very close to your true self. But we don't. It's like we navigate without map. We have the wrong map. If you have the wrong map, you're going to get lost. If you go into Montreal and I give you the map of Quebec City, you're going to get lost. You're going to wander around. You're going to be like, what the fuck is this? You're going to get lost. Change your map. You have the wrong map. Everything's been mapped out for you, and it's wrong. It's all lies and deception. So you put your own map. It's just because sometimes we have the wrong map. We navigate with the wrong stuff. It's just that. It's just that. It's very simple. Change your map. Change your map, and don't take the map of someone else. Design your own map, and get into the city and explore and design that's that street, that's this. Explore and question, and then you're gonna have your whole thing mapped out, but your own map, not the map of someone else. But that's what we do. Yeah. Man, that's it. Don't be your. That's true what you say there. Be careful, because you're either your biggest fan or your worst enemy. So choose wisely. Ha! You better be your biggest fan at all time. my advice to you, because life will come and knock you out. It will not only knock you down, will knock you out. So you gotta be very diligent at the door of your brain, of your mind, or whatever you call it, whatever it is for you. That head, that conscience in there must be protected. Must be protected at all costs. At all costs, you must preserve that, because if not, it's gonna be spoiled. Oh, big time. You're gonna get into boredom. Like Abby was telling me, oh, it's boring. It's boring at night. I don't have my music. I said, boredom is a choice. I said, it's because you choose to be bored. Take a book, read, do something else. Then you're nonsense device all the time, trying to tell her, to guide her into like withdrawing a bit from those vibes. It's very negative to me. But read a book, do some. Leaders are readers, no matter what. And with the also reading is very. Come on, you get access to all the greatness of all the people that have wrote stuff. You have access to their all the greatness. It's very important. Seems to be very relaxed there. Pas trop de trouble, la madame, hein? Ça a l'air bien allé, la bédaine à l'air, toi. Pas de problème là. She's always in full stretch like this. She goes and she full stretch, the front and back. She almost take the whole bed when she does that. Oh, she's very cute, very relaxed, very yeah. So yeah, so it's our, but that is our, it's our duty also to realize all this. It's not nobody else but you will realize all the stuff that you must do in a lifetime here. Like so often we wait and wait, we procrastinate. I think we procrastinate a bit too much. We're a bit too much procrastinators at time, and that can put our stuff on the hold so much, so much. The one day you're gonna put it back, or you say, "Oh, I'm not doing it today. I don't feel like it." That can put you back so much. That's the dialogue you have with yourself. That's the first thing you have to change, is the way you communicate with yourself. First thing, the warrior inside of you hears everything. It empowers your cell of your body. You're gonna feel a whole different vibration with life once you start energizing yourself, energizing your body, your cells, you with good thoughts. With great thoughts, not just good, great, not nice. Nice, not a nice word. And wonderful visions and stuff. Come on, your whole body feels that, and that's the rejuvenation that we need to come back to life. I told you I hit the fountain of youth. I feel better than when I was 20. Mentally, my. And physically, maybe not so much. But mentally, yeah, much more alive, and like I feel part of life, not a part. Like that's the feeling we should get. Be part of life, at least a couple of years during a lifetime. At one point, we must like make that thing click. It's more that than an awakening, like I said. It's that moment when that's gonna click. And if you search hard enough, you'll find everything you need to know. But seek within, ask great question, and you can ask those questions to yourself, and you can answer them. You don't need someone to answer all your questions. You can answer them, and then that's what you call the reasoning. I think something like that. I don't procrastinate, never ever. I'm the get things done now kind of leader, baby. That's it. That's what we need. We don't need to be but you can for sure there's probably like I say it's not because you're not a winner, you just might have not discovered how to win yet or what's your passion and stuff and like if you never thought of it how do you want to develop some kind of reality in accordance with it? Like your thoughts becomes your reality. Where you are today is the result of all that you have thought in your life, not the neighbor's thought. Your life is not the result of the neighbor's thinking. It's your own thinking. So that's why if you are consciously creating your life, you're gonna design something for sure of greatness. And but we're not consciously designing our life, taking control of our life. So we let go of a lot of power that we have that we can use. First of all, the power of love. Ha ha ha. That's the best one. The power of love. Yeah, yeah. The Truman Show is a warrior.
No, this is King Lorenzo representing for the Truman Show, you know. My best
Truman.
colleague,
Brother for life.
the Truman self. Whoa, yeah. The Truman Show is a warrior. Gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all the stumbling blocks in our way. The Truman Show is a warrior. Gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all them jump and sound in our way. Yeah. Even in a difficult times, when I've got so much things on my mind, hunting for my bread and it's so hard to find. Ain't no giving in, victory in mind, yeah. Sometimes it's gonna get real tough. It feels like my best is not good enough. And even when it seems like no one cares, the true man show up one person cares. True man show is a warrior. Gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all the stumbling blocks no way. Brother Johnny is a warrior. Gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all them jump and sound in no way. Yeah. There's got to be a solution. There's got to be a way out. We put the work in motion, moving forward with no doubt. The true man show is on a mission, and we've got no time to waste. It's all about progress. Moving forward is the true man aim. The true man show is a warrior. Gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves from all them stumbling blocks in no way. True man show is a warrior. Gonna break down all of them barriers and free myself from all the stumbling blocks in no way. Yeah. Even in a difficult times, when I've got so much things on my mind, hunting for my bread and it's so hard to find. Ain't no giving in, victory in mind, yeah. Sometimes it's gonna get real tough. It feels like my best is not good enough. And even when it seems like no one cares, the true man show up and persevere. The true man show is a warrior. Gonna break down all of them barriers and free myself from all the stumbling blocks in my way. The two-man show is a warrior. Gonna break down all of them barriers and free ourselves. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Truman Top Play Sessions. Rise and shine. blinded by choices, living in a state of hypnosis. I'm trying to stay focused, feeling hopeless, surrounded by minds that's broken. Belly floating, visions of heaven on the vault. It sparked the potent, set the wheels in motion. Peace be my motive, but take no shit from no prick. I'm trying to get my fate lit, stay away from fakeness. Penning greatness, building foundations like masons. Connect with my brothers, UK, Canada, Jamaica. Truman, DVG, killing it with Teacher D. 6 in the morning, I'm feeling free. Thank God I got no one to please but myself and me. Rolled up lemon trees in the park. Half light, half dark, life in the balance. Past times were tragic, life is what you make it, so I had to change it. Now it's back to basics. Stand up to your fears and face it. Find God, embrace it. It's deep within the soul. Once I was told ignorance is bliss. Do me a favor and stop gassing like Nazis up in NASA. Sacred divine, geometric patterns unveil the beauty under the satin. Too many follow like fashion. Follow your heart, follow your path. Many days were spent in the dark until that light got sparked. Yo, check 1, 2. Yo, rise and shine. Raise up your vibes. Quit stressing, life is a blessing. Truman, DVG. This is the Love Play Sessions. I said rise and shine. Raise up your vibes. Quit stressing, life is a blessing. Truman, DVG. This is the Dub Play Sessions. I said rise and shine. Raise up your vibes. Quit stressing, life is a blessing. Truman, DVG. This is the Dub Play Sessions. Yes, yes. UK, Canada, Jamaica. Yeah, yeah, follow the haters. Follow the fakers. Rise and shine, don't play vibes. WDG on the buttons, enough respect. Teacher D, Motivation Academy. Truman, big up my brother Truman. Spark the light, I set fire for Babylon. Yeah, yeah, lighting up the booth. Nothing but the knowledge and the truth. This is a Truman Productions, and we're killing it. One love.
Yeah, man, this is Malaki. I told you to find a job.
Un chauvin conduire la gloire. Ha ha. Give Jah the glory. And I mean, no conscience. Man, that's it. Transcend and see the divine light. Transcend and see the divine light. But that's what we all need. We all need to see. And again, seeing light, like I was saying to Ras Midas yesterday, seeing the light is not inside the rabbit hole. It's not inside a hole that you see the light. In the ground, you don't see the light. That's why they go there. You know, to be in darkness, so you don't see the light. But the more you, the more you come out, you try to reach out of that hole, you're going to start seeing the light. And suddenly, the moment that you see the light also could be that moment when things click. It clicks. You know what you're here for. You know what's your purpose, what's your dreams, what's your passion, what's your calling, your divine essence. You know who you are. You have more awareness of your surroundings. You know, there's going to be that moment, and it can happen in a flash. It can happen fast. It doesn't take a down payment also to start thinking. So we can all start thinking and be more conscious, more present, more kind, more and be there for each other. Be there for each other. That's what we need. We need each other to survive. Anyway, everything that's in my house has been probably built by other people than me. We need each other to survive. You know, you have something beautiful inside of you, some great inspiration, a dream, something you're going to bring to life that it's going to, like Cappy is making amazing soap. well, we use our soap to wash our bodies. So it's great. It's all great stuff. So you're going to create something that the world has never seen before also. This is the thing where you're very unique. So this is what we're doing. We're creating all kind of unique stuff that only us can bring to life. Only me can bring Motivation Academy to life. And the way that Jenny could do it. So nobody else can really have that vibe that I have, that uniqueness that belongs to me. Like that's why your dream, don't be afraid that someone takes it. No one can do it like you. You're gonna do it. So it's very important to preserve that your originality and authenticity in your character, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. It is great what is inside. It's called the Holy Spirit. Oh, yeah, it's great what's inside. If you search hard enough, you'll find. But you have to search a bit. You have to. It's just a let go. I think that's the part we have a problem is to let go. Let go of our programming. Let go of our belief. Let go of our attachments. All this creates suffering, and we're suffering a lot. We're suffering a lot because of attachment. So it's just to release attachment, and then once you release attachment, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need to know? What do you need in material? What do you need to know? The attachment to the ego wants to know also. If you're attached to your ego, you're going to want to know all the time. Know more about science. Like, it's all egos. Man is sailing on their ego trip. Who said that? Bob said that. Man is sailing on their ego trip, and that's for a reason. That's exactly what it is. Once you let go of the ego and the ego needs to know. So let go of the ego, you won't have the need to know absolutely everything about the sun. You're gonna reflect. You're gonna want to know about yourself. That's the thing I want to know. I want to know the full potential. Express that full potential. I know that I'm here. But I have to craft that thing. I have to, and it's this that I have to be. It's not my muscle on my body so much, or no, it's this inside here. This has to be so strong, especially once you go and talk to this very confused world where we live. People are and they don't know that they're confused, like I said. So you've got to have a level of awareness and be polite and be like kind, and that's why kindness, compassion, and all this is a must. Is a must, because people don't know, and they don't know that they don't know. So you have to remain extremely polite. You cannot start, like I said to Rasmidas yesterday, we have to be very careful because truth can be divisive also. And if we go too much on one side, we're going to cause division because we become fanatics, truth fanatics. There's a lot of use like that on YouTube. Not saying but there's a lot of people on YouTube, truth fanatics, and I think that's good. It create a frenzy, like a frenzy. That's what we were explaining with Arthur once. I like Arthur. He's going live on Facebook. I seen Arthur live on Facebook. I was very pleased to see that. Big up, Arthur, for your initiative to go live. That's what we need to spread the news, to voice our voice, to use all the means we have at our disposition to free our people, to free our minds and free our people. And that's a job we have as a family. No, we must take care of each other. And if you love someone, you'll care about them. So if we all become more loving, more kind, and care about each other, we'll be able to help each other. And then we get out this friggin' mess. Shouldn't be something too hard to move out the nonsense. It's just it's going to take a massive effort from our part to liberate ourselves from that self-oppression and that nonsense put in our heads that we're less than. Especially we put it in our heads every day too. Bless, be less, be like. It's all, the programming happen on the subconscious level. So we have to be, I'm very, very careful of the word I use or the words I process in my brain. It's not so much when I use the one I process because they have power and I don't want to be less. I want to be more up. Yeah, that's it. Be more up, be more in, be more present. You know what I was thinking yesterday? I was, I have time to think. I think I'm conscious, so I think that's what consciousness is. Don't look endlessly for what consciousness is the action of thinking. That's to be conscious, but most of us don't think. We don't even think for ourselves, so it's very, very deep, the unconsciousness. It goes with thinking. So thinking means once you start thinking, you start creating, because thoughts create reality. So you're starting to create your own reality if you think, not just if you default. We're all on the default state until you have that resurrection, that moment where everything clicks. We're all pretty much on the very. It's a weird programming. It's hard sometimes to even talk to some people because they're so caught up in it. They have to liberate themselves a little bit before you can start going deeper, diving deep. Like you don't dive deep with the. Do you dive deep when you're a beginner? When you start to swim, when you first of all don't go in the water if you don't know how to swim. So that's what Bob said too. But if you're a beginner, like if you learn to swim to go in the water, you're not gonna dive deep first of all. So you learn to swim and then you dive deep. And there's some people with who you can dive deep, and some others will not dive deep. So there's deep divers, and there's people that like to do scuba diving. Some like to do scuba diving, and others like to take their tank and go deep and explore the wilderness of their greatness, the wilderness of and that's what we need to do, to go out in the wilderness and explore. We're way too comfortable. We have to dive deep. So let's put our tank, fill them with love, fill our scuba, not our scuba tank, but fill our tank with love and compassion and kindness, and let's dive deep in that beautiful ocean that's called the earth. I think that's what we need as people. Yeah. And seek inside, you'll find a lot of great stuff for sure. So I wish you all a wonderful and for sure uplifting day. It's about upliftment, progress, truth. That's what I said. We keep it simple, and we rise, and we stay focused each and every day, not to default to their nonsense, because it's like an alien invasion. It's a distraction invasion. That's what we're living in, an age of distraction. So, and there's new distraction each and every day. So we're pumping more distraction inside this overlay. So we have to become conscious and just create an alignment. Very important, with good vibes, love, compassion, kindness, all that good stuff. And until the next time, which is tomorrow. Yeah. That's it. Do your best. Don't stress. Forget the rest and face your fears. That's it. Time to spread your wings. Repair the wings and spread them wide. Because you have big wings. Big wings. And fly high like an eagle. Live your life like an eagle. He's out. See ya. Love you all. Boom. Janik. Tubing out.